Hi, everyone. I'm Mrs. Chandler. I'm the College and Career Readiness Counselor here at LaPayback. And I just want to go over how to find your PSAT scores and what they mean and what you can do with them. So we're going to get started today. I want you guys all to go to studentscores.collegeboard.org. I'm going to talk a little bit while you guys are trying to go in and create your accounts and do things like that. But if you guys can just start by going to studentscores.collegeboard.org. If you already have a College Board account, you're just going to click continue and log in with that account. Now, some of you might have an account on the Big Future app, and that might not be the same as your full College Board account. So if you thought you had an account and it's not letting you log in, then just click create account. It'll have you go through and enter personal information, including the email address that you listed when you took the PSAT. If you're not sure which email address you listed, go ahead and try your personal one. If that doesn't work, then you can try your APS account, but some students are having trouble using their school account, so try to do your personal email account. Once you're in there and you're trying to set up your account, it will ask you for parent information, but you don't have to do that. That's optional, so you can skip that information. While you're logging in or setting up your account, we're going to go through some of the information on your score report. Continue working on setting up that account, and then once you get logged in, just kind of pay attention to the rest of the video. If you have significant issues getting logged in, there is going to be some tips for that at the end of the presentation, and I will have your teachers post this video into Google Classroom, and it'll be posted on your Class of 2028 website as well, so you can go back to it once you do get logged in. So again, the website that we're going to start on is just studentscores.collegeboard.org. So last October, you were all given the opportunity to take the PSAT. This is a practice for the real SAT, and today's presentation is going to help you gain access to your College Board account, understand your scores, identify strategies to improve your scores on upcoming exams, and then we're going to talk about how you can enter to win a scholarship from the College Board as well as EP potential. So the nice thing about our state is that your graduation state test or state graduation test is the SAT. So you will take the full SAT for free in the spring of your junior year. So what you took last fall was a practice for the SAT. But the scores are all in the same kind of score range. They're all of the questions are going to be asked the same. So it's really a nice practice so that you can do really well at the end of your junior year. In the past, we've taken tests like the PARCC test or different things, and we really couldn't do anything with them after high school. So it's really nice that our state has moved to giving the SAT. It can be used for college admissions, for scholarship applications, and placement into college classes. So very useful, and really if you start practicing now and improving your score, you'll have a lot of opportunities available to you in that senior year. So in a second, I'm going to pop out of here the presentation and go directly to the website and kind of show you how to navigate it. Once you get logged in, you will see a screen that looks like this where it shows your latest tests, and it gives you the scores there. If you don't see your scores again, that's what we're going to do at the end of the presentation. I'll show you how you can troubleshoot it. So now we're on the website, and you can kind of see here your full score. That is a combination. So you add together your reading and writing score and your math score to get your total score. You can see where it says see score details or download your report. We're going to come back to that in just a second. I'm just going to scroll through the rest of this page, and then we'll get more into depth information in a second. So the second section in here is your NMSC Selection Index score. That's your National Merit Scholarship Corporation Selection Index score. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation takes the top 1% of students in each state and names them as a National Merit semifinalist. Now, it's only those who take the PSAT as a junior. So on your scores, you may see an asterisk here. That just means you're not eligible to enter the competition yet because you took it as a sophomore. So I want to strongly recommend that you take this test again in your junior year. It'll be in October of your junior year. You will need to sign up and pay for it. I believe it's about $20. And you'll sign up for it usually in October or August or September of your junior year. If you take it and you score in that top 1% and you're named a National Merit semifinalist, it can equal scholarships, full ride scholarships across the nation. Then you'll use your senior year to finish up your competition to become a finalist. So lots of scholarship opportunities available through that program. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Then down below, you can see some more score insights. This just gives you your overall score compared to our school's average score, what percentile you are in the state, and then some other information about knowledge and skills, but we're going to see that on the next page I'm going to go to. Down below, it has some career insights. These are not tied directly to your results. These are just some interesting careers in our state and the typical wages that students are earning. So you can always look through those more. In a little bit, we're going to talk about the Big Future site. It is a College Board site, but there are over 1,000 careers in that site as well as a career assessment. So you can use that information to search more and to find some that would be related directly to you. Then at the bottom, it talks about practice and improve and get your personalized AP recommendations. We're going to go over that in a second as well. So now back at the top, we're going to click See Score Details. On the score detail page, again, you'll see your section scores and whether you're at meeting the benchmarks that are set for college going rates, or if you're just below, you have plenty of time to catch up to the benchmarks to be college and career ready by the time you're a senior in high school. Some of them might just need a little refreshing or a little strengthening of your skills. Here you can see score comparison. So this is our total score, your score, your school, your district, your state, and all testers across the nation and the world. You can do that also for reading and writing and for math. So you can see where you fall on that range. Below that are the different comparisons of the percentiles. And again, you can do that for math, reading, or the total. This is where we get into the real depth of what are some things that you can work on, what were you strong in, and what can you work on to improve your score. So under the reading and writing, you can see it's broken down into information and ideas, craft and structure, expression of ideas, and standard English conventions. You can see how many questions were in that section and how much this section is worth in your total score. So you can see this student did well, but on craft and structure was a little bit lower. On the math section, you can see the same things, and you can see the lowest for this student was problem solving and data analysis. So what you can do here is you can click on View Skills and Example questions in the next score band. So this student's score was within the 550 to 600 score band. So if we click Next on that, then you can see that we're going to look at scores that are in the 610 to 670 score band. And down below, you can see some sample questions. So that's one way that you can kind of strengthen your skills. We're going to go to this practice and improve in just a second, but I want to point out also this get your personalized AP course recommendations. So AP Potential is where they look at your PSAT score and they say, hey, based on the skills that you know, you have potential to succeed in these AP courses. AP courses are advanced placement courses. It's college level curriculum taught in the high school over the course of the year. Just because if a class on here doesn't show you have potential doesn't mean that you can't be successful in it. There are so many different criteria that go into it. This is just one piece of the puzzle. If you're willing to work hard, or maybe when you took the PSAT, you just weren't having that great of a day, maybe you were sick, don't think that that means you can't succeed in it. If you're willing to work hard and really learn and do your homework and do all that, you can succeed. The nice thing about AP classes is that at the end of the school year, you have the opportunity to take the AP exam. You have to sign up in the fall, but you take the exam in the spring. And if you score a 3, 4, or 5 out of 5, it can equate to college credit at colleges across the nation. So by taking a high school course, you can actually earn college credit. So again, there are 39 courses. This website shows 27 of those courses, and you can start by seeing these are ones that you're showing AP potential for. Now, this first one I want to point out, AP African American Studies, it says that it's not offered at our school, but that's just it's not offered this year. It is going to be offered next year. And if you look at your registration card, you can see all of the potential courses that we are going to offer next year. If you scroll down, you can see Calc and Chem. Again, Chem says not offered at our school, but it is something we're trying to offer next year. So you can see about all of these courses. You can click on See Course Details, learn about what you're going to be studying in that course, and more. So it's just a nice place to look if you're thinking, hey, I might want to take 1 or 2 AP courses. Which one would I be best suited with, and what would I actually be covering in that class? This AP potential is very helpful for that. And again, that's just at the bottom of that that website when we were looking at the practice when we were looking at your score report. So the next one we're going to do is the Practice and Improve. So the Practice and Improve site, it has built your study plan. It has take a practice test. It's got Practice 101. The nice thing about the practice test is there are some available in your Blue Book app. So remember when you go into your Chromebook, if you don't log in on the waffle at the bottom, you can get to Blue Book. There are free practice tests within that platform. So it's just like you're taking a real exam. And if you have testing accommodations, it can also give you those accommodations within the app. So it's a nice way to really give you that time testing environment to try to strengthen your test taking skills. Also, I want to point out studying with Khan Academy. So Khan Academy has a partnership with the College Board to help provide lessons to really improve on those challenge areas that you have that you've identified in your practice test. So Khan Academy, it kind of gives you an overview here, but you can click Go to Khan Academy to get to the website. It might pop up with this donation thing. Just click the X so we can get to the website. And then you can click Let's Go. When you click Let's Go, you can see that it brings you down and it has all of these different subjects. Remember how we talked about that student that we were looking at results had like craft and structure was the lowest of the scores? You can look at the foundational level, the medium level, or the advanced level. Once you click on that, it's going to give you a unit to kind of really strengthen those skills so that you have the ability to boost that score faster than if you weren't practicing. So Khan Academy provides you with that opportunity. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is the Big Future scholarships. So the College Board has a website. It's bigfuture.collegeboard.org, where you can explore different careers. You can do that career quiz or do a career search. You can search through colleges. They have over 4,000 colleges in their database, and they have a scholarship database, all kinds of things in here. But what happens is now that you are in the second semester of sophomore year, you are actually able to enter to win the Big Future College Board Scholarship. They draw every month for $40,000 scholarships and $500 scholarships, and you can start by getting 2 entries into that scholarship right now. You get 2 entries now, and they actually stay in there up until the time you graduate or you win a scholarship. So if you scroll down on this site, you can click on Get Started for Sophomores. And you'll be able to see the 6 categories that you can get entries into. Right now, these 2 are the only one open to you. So you can start your college list. Again, just by going to Plan for College and College Search, you click like on 3 or more colleges to add them to your list. On the career search, you can just click do career search and you can like 3 or more careers on your list here. And that gets you those 2 entries. Then July, before your senior year, you can start a scholarship list and a college list. And starting in October of senior year, you can complete the FAFSA and apply to colleges and get those entries. So this is a scholarship that you can enter as a sophomore. So very nice to do. The last thing that I want to cover, if you were not able to get into your account, or if you got into your account and your scores were not there, this inquiry page is where you can contact the College Board to try to get help. So I will make sure that your teachers have this link so that they can share it with you. But on this page, you can either call them. There is always a person that answers. They'll just ask your name, what school you go to. They'll ask some other information to validate the account. And then they can help you say, oh, you don't actually have an account, or it's under this email address, or you have 2 accounts and we just need to merge them together. So you can always call them. Or you can just do this form. So let's just say we have problems with our score, that we don't see them in our student account. I'm the student, you fill in your information, your name, your birth date, and then it's going to ask for security purposes. They need 2 additional pieces of information. The 2 easiest are these bottom 2, like your high school graduation date and home address, or what high school you're attending and your address. Remember, this needs to match what you used on your PSAT when you took it in October, okay? So you fill that out, and then you briefly describe, I don't see my scores, I need some help finding them, and then they will give them, they'll try to get back to you within 3 to 5 business days. So that's all the information I have for you today. Again, I'm Mrs. Chandler. I'm your college and career readiness counselor. You can reach out to me at any time. I'm up in the counseling office. If you have questions, have a great day.